Hey, I know you're going through a tough time right now. Maybe it feels like the world is a little bit darker, and you're trying to find your way through a storm of emotions. If you're watching this video, there's a good chance you're feeling the weight of a breakup, and I want you to know, you're not alone. Breakups can be overwhelming. They hit us in so many ways, emotionally, mentally, sometimes even physically. It's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to feel confused. And it's okay to feel like you're not sure how to keep moving forward. But here's the truth I need you to hear: life will get better. This pain you're feeling, it won't last forever. You will find yourself again. You will heal. And the life waiting for you on the other side is a life that's full of potential, joy, and growth, maybe in ways you can't even imagine right now. So take a deep breath with me. Let's pause, give ourselves some space, and really hear these next words. You are going to be okay. Right now, it might feel like everything has come to a halt. Maybe you're replaying conversations, moments, memories, and wondering where things went wrong. There's nothing wrong with feeling lost. Breakups aren't just the end of a relationship. They often feel like the end of an era, the loss of an identity, and the loss of a future you had imagined. It's important to recognize that the pain you're experiencing is valid. It's normal to feel heartache, sadness, or even anger. Sometimes it feels like everything is falling apart, and we just don't know how to put it back together. You might ask yourself questions like, did I make a mistake? Was I not enough? What's wrong with me? I want you to pause here for a moment, and remember this: none of those questions define who you are. It's easy to internalize the pain, thinking that somehow this breakup means something about your worth or your ability to love or be loved. But that couldn't be further from the truth. It's important to recognize that relationships, like all things in life, have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Sometimes we don't have control over how they end. Sometimes people grow in different directions, or circumstances change in ways we can't predict. That doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It simply means that this relationship was a chapter in your story, and now it's time to start a new one. As you move through the pain, it's crucial to give yourself permission to heal. Healing isn't linear. Some days will be better than others, and that's okay. One day you might feel like you're making progress, and the next, the sadness might hit all over again. And that's normal. It doesn't mean you're not healing, it just means you're human. One of the first steps in healing is allowing yourself to grieve. Grief isn't just about losing a person, it's about the loss of dreams, routines, and a vision of the future that no longer exists. It's okay to mourn that. Give yourself time to cry, to feel the loss, to process everything that has happened. But remember, grief is not the end of the story. As you work through this period of sadness, try not to rush yourself. Healing takes time, and that's okay. Allow yourself the space to feel without judgment. Be patient with yourself as you navigate this journey. A big part of this journey is rediscovering who you are outside of the relationship. When you're in a relationship, it's easy to intertwine your identity with your partner's. You share experiences, interests, and a future together. But now you're in the process of reclaiming your individuality, your wants, your dreams, your passions, and your path forward. Think of this time as a kind of rebirth. You are not defined by your relationship, and this breakup doesn't dictate the rest of your life. Now's the time to ask yourself, who am I outside of this relationship? What do I love to do? What makes me feel alive? Start exploring things that bring you joy, whether it's revisiting old hobbies or trying something completely new. Maybe there's a sport you've always wanted to try, an art form you've been curious about, or a place you've always wanted to visit. This is your opportunity to connect with yourself in new and meaningful ways. Remember, you are still whole. You are still worthy. And you are still capable of building a future that's full of possibilities. The beauty of this time, even in the midst of pain, is that it offers you the chance for personal growth. After a breakup, it's easy to focus on what went wrong, but I want you to think about what you've learned. Every experience, no matter how painful, carries a lesson. Take a moment to reflect on what you've gained from this relationship. Maybe it taught you something about communication, about your values, or about what you want and don't want in your future relationships. Maybe it revealed your strengths or areas where you'd like to grow. That's powerful. And this is where the magic happens. When we go through tough times and look inward, we start to unlock new strengths. You may discover resilience you never knew you had. You may develop a deeper sense of self-love and self-worth. This breakup might be the catalyst for you to become an even more empowered, authentic version of yourself. I know that right now, this may sound like just words, but trust me, over time, you'll start to see that this period of pain is actually laying the groundwork for a version of you that's stronger, wiser, and more ready for life's next chapter. One of the most powerful things you can do for yourself right now is focus on building a healthy relationship with yourself. Before you even think about jumping into another relationship, take this time to reconnect with yourself. Discover your needs, your desires, and your boundaries. Self-love isn't just a concept, it's an ongoing practice. It's about taking care of your mind, body, and spirit. It's about setting boundaries with others and prioritizing your own well-being. And the more you nurture yourself, the more you'll be ready for healthier, more fulfilling relationships down the road, whether they're friendships or future romantic partnerships. When you're ready, you'll find that the relationships you attract will align with your newly discovered self. You won't settle for less than what you deserve, and that is one of the most powerful gifts this breakup can offer you. You'll be in a place where you can choose love from a place of strength, not need. As you move forward, it's crucial to keep in mind that life doesn't stop after a breakup. In fact, it opens up so many new opportunities. The future that once seemed uncertain is now full of infinite possibilities. Maybe you're not sure what's next, and that's okay. It's normal to feel unsure, but trust that life will guide you where you need to go. There are new experiences to be had, new people to meet, and new adventures waiting for you. Think of this period as a season of growth. As you heal, you'll become more aligned with who you truly are, and that's when the magic happens. When you feel ready, you'll notice that doors start to open in unexpected ways. New passions, new goals, new relationships, they're all out there, waiting for you. And above all, never forget that you are deserving of love, respect, and happiness. This breakup does not define your worth. It's simply a chapter in a story that's still unfolding. The best parts of your story are still ahead of you. So, take a deep breath. Give yourself grace. And know that it's okay to take things one step at a time. You've already made it through the hardest part, the decision to move forward. And now, the rest of your life is waiting for you, ready to be filled with new opportunities, new experiences, and new joy. You are strong. You are worthy. And you are capable of creating a life that's even better than you could have imagined. Thank you so much for watching. If you need a reminder of how amazing you are, don't hesitate to come back to this video. I'm rooting for you, and I believe in you. The best is yet to come. Take care, and remember, you've got this.